Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome to my corner of the internet. My name is Jason and today we are back with some more of The Witcher. Last time we came back to the fields and we were looking for shards of a mirror because apparently that's going to help get Alina, or we'll say convince Alina that she's become a Noonwraith, that she's dead, and I don't know, put her spirit to rest or something. Sure, I guess so. So last time we killed two, I guess, iterations of her, 2 or 3. I can't remember. It's been a bit. This time here, I'm planning on killing more of the scary field ghosties. Alvin is following along because he's a stupid child. Stupid Alvin. Yeah, I'm gonna run around the field looking for a particular Noonwraith to slay again. So I'm going to be right back because I can't think of anything I want to say at this moment. There we go, Midday Bride. I was following this little creek and it led me over to here, and we're finding the Midday Bride. If you want to take a look at the map, right around here. You know, she tends to pop up around different landmarks. Hi, how's it going? I'm going to stab you with my sword, or slash. You know, yeah, that's true. Geralt doesn't tend to do a whole lot of. Oh yeah, I guess he just did a stab. Let me actually pay attention to the way he fights. Tends to be a little bit more, a lot more slashes. Like there's that one moment where he kind of turns around and stabs with like the back, backwards. And that's like the only, that's the only time I can really notice him using sort of a stab attack. Most of the time it's just sort of slashes, right? And you know that has to go with that has to do with his styles. But I wonder, because like I wonder, we'll say, how much research was done in we'll say designing the Witcher fighting styles, because at least like I'm no expert on swords, so you know I could be completely wrong, but I would think that you know that there would be advantages and of course disadvantages to using a lot of, we'll say, slashing styles, particularly as it pertains to armor, because like when it would stand to reason that you would have a different fighting style when dealing with, we'll say, humans versus fighting monsters, because humans are more likely to have armor of some sort. Now armor. Can I get you to walk over it again? Yes, I can. Awesome. Armor, you know, it's particularly, we'll say, metal armor, would be very resistant to, I would think, anyways, slashing attacks. It's the kind of thing that you would want, you know, to stab. You know, stab at joints. Actually, yeah, joints and stuff like that. Just to sort of get in under the plates of the metal. And hopefully, you know, that would help, I guess. Or that would allow you to get to, like, we'll say, weak points. You know, would get in under the armor to actually do some actual damage to the person on the inside. And maybe I've really not been paying attention. It's like I often don't. But I'm next time I fight some, we'll say, humans, I really want to pay attention to the fighting styles, because to me it's like I said, to someone who hasn't been really eyeballing, really paying attention, I've been mostly just look for the orange flash so that I can you know, I can do my combos. As somebody who's been focusing more so on that, I guess I'll take that one out. Fish. Someone who's been, you know, I haven't been paying attention to the exact types of the fighting style that Geralt uses, and I've just sort of assumed that, yeah, he uses the same fighting style when fighting monsters as he does with humans, but I'm not actually sure if that is true. And I think it would make sense for him to have different styles with dealing with humans than he does with monsters. Now I'm wondering though, because what it reminds me of is, because you've got the 3 different styles, right? One when you're fighting a group, one when you're fighting a lighter opponent, when you're fighting a heavier opponent. I'm gonna make a really weird reference here, but it reminds me of, there was a movie called was Equilibrium. I think it was Christian Bale, and it came out around that time of, you know, The Matrix and all that stuff. And it's in this movie. It was actually an interesting flick. It's but in the movie, these they're called clerics. These people with these guns. Yes, people with guns. They're basically kind of like these enforcers, because it's a world where and people aren't allowed to have emotions, basically. But what they've done is they've studied the most typical situations that people would like type of hostile situations that these people would face, that their enforcers would face. And they devised a fighting style built around, I think it's two guns, built around guns and the most common locations of assailants, so that they kind of created these gun katas, if you will, where, in a situation they could start doing these pre-practice, this muscle memory, aim guns in these different directions and fire, and that would increase their chances of hitting opponents, because statistically and based on years of research, those were the most likely locations to be attacked from, with guns, and obviously there's just some problems with that, but that's kind of what this makes me think of them. Like, are these fighting styles built on something kind of like that? Like, yes, even though there's slashing attacks, maybe the way that he, I don't know where the, how many more pieces of this, mirror do I need to find? Alright, apparently I wasn't tracking the quest, so I decided to choose track the quest, and now I've got a little arrow, so I'm gonna try following the arrow and see if it leads me to, the next shard of Alina's mirror. Anyways, yeah, I'm wondering if that's kind of what, the Witcher fighting styles are kind of like, where they are built around most common defenses by different circumstances. They're kind of like, we'll say, different, like I said, I don't know, routines or katas or whatever you want to call it. And by executing these specific moves, he can react fast. He can without thinking, because they're so ingrained in him to use this pattern of attack that even if the attacks are not always effective, because he's able to execute them so quickly without thinking, and because they are proven to be effective most of the time, it becomes a fighting style that becomes effective. I don't know. I definitely have a lot more diving into the world of The Witcher to do. I've like I've said before, I have started reading the books. I've only made it through one so far. I'm actually, I should start on the second one. Maybe after I'm done. The Witcher, the first game. In the meantime, before I get to the second Witcher, then maybe I'll read the other book, and that way I'll have at least 2 or 3 books read before I get to the second game in the series. And that might give me a little bit more insight into the world of The Witcher. I could probably read my journal a little bit more, because I started off the game reading a lot of it. Holy cow, this grass is high. You gonna come for me? All right, come on, Alvin, get out of my way. Yeah. And I've tried to read certain things, as they come up, but what the problem is, the way the journal system is set up is, it adds entries to entries, I guess. Well, like it adds paragraphs or adds sentences part in, or it changes things. So I don't always remember exactly what was said, and holy crap, it's really hard to see. What happened?
Geralt!
I asked you to hide if it turned dangerous.
I hear voices from all those women who live here.
They're dead, Alvin.
So many fear me. When they think I can't hear, they call me the Devil's Child.
Those people, they're just afraid of what they don't understand.
I want them to like me. I don't want them to die. What should I do?
Holy crap! Like, this scene is so bright! Like, people complained about, like, Dark Souls, what was the name of the place? The place with all the lava, that being really bright and holy crap, you can't see anything. This here is my new award for holy crap, I can't see anything. Anyway, sorry, Devil's Child. What response do I go with? Destiny isn't everything. We are masters of our own fate. Okay, that's cool. That's cool. Your visions are a gift, not a curse. It's up to you to use them for good. You know, what's to say, like, what are his visions? Is he actually glimpsing the future? Or is it more like a Monado thing? He sees the potential future. Sorry, that's a Xenoblade reference. He sees a potential future that can be changed. Because so far, everything's come true, but we haven't been able to decipher his visions up to this point. So we don't know if we can change things. You know, that was even a theme that we were talking with the Lady of the Lake about was destiny. You know, is fate set in stone? Yeah, that's right. I discussed that a little bit before about my own views, where it's like, you know, what's to say that, you know, destiny is just the recorded, destiny is, you know, just the recorded, the recording of our free will. You know, destiny itself should be viewed more as history in hindsight. Something like that. I'm not explaining it very well right now. I'm sorry. I'm just gonna move on. Keep your gift a secret. The lives of the gifted are rarely easy. All right, give me a second. I need to ponder a little bit. All right, I've got to work this out loud. I'm sitting here in silence, kind of pondering. I'm like, no. There's too many thoughts going through my head right now. All right, destiny isn't everything. We are masters of our own fate. So if I say that, I'm basically telling him, you know what? These visions, they're not set in stone. You choose how this is going to play out. Now, we don't know for sure if that's the truth. So I'm not sure. I want to tell him that, but I'm not sure. Would the game shift to fit what I say? In which case, I would be proven right because what I said is defying destiny. On the other hand, you know, your visions are a gift, not a curse. It's up to use them for good. I kind of want to say that one. It's like, no. This is a good thing. You know, you see more than most people. You understand more. There's a depth, there's a layer of the reality that you understand greater than other people. That is a gift. You know, knowledge, information, that is a gift. You know, but you can use them for good. But at the same time, I get the third line, you know, keep your gift a secret. The lives of the gifted are rarely easy. That's true because, you know, burn the witch, you know, things that people don't understand, they often react negatively to, because that's just how people are. So it's hard for me to choose. I don't want to go with the bottom one because I don't want to tell him to keep it a secret. To me, that's just kind of like, to me, I've always been about, because I'm going personal here, I've always been about kind of going against the grain. You know, I'm a bit of an anti-conformist by nature. It's something that's automatic, and I've been asked about that before. Like, why do you do this? And it's like you're so anti-conformist, you're going to conform just to spite the anti-conformists. And that's actually, yeah, that sums me up pretty well. So for me, it's always been like, you know, I don't really care what other people are doing, and that's why I don't tend to usually get sucked into like whatever happens to be trending or in gaming and stuff like that. I'm like, whatever, I'll take my time. I've still got a bunch of old games I want to play. Let's go play those. There's no rush. I'm not trying to keep up with society here. So sorry. Anyways, we got personal there. So the bottom one is not really me. As much as, you know, it's probably a wise answer, it's not me. And that's not an answer I want to give. I don't want to be like, no, just keep it to yourself. I've got a lot more of a, you know, stand out in the open and sort of thing. So, so it's between 1 and 2. I think we're gonna go with number 2. You know, it doesn't take a firm stance on destiny, but it does say that he can use that information for the good. But at the same time, that kind of does imply, but it should make him feel better about himself. But will it? You know, it's a gift. It's not a curse. But it's up to you how you're going to use them, right? So it still kind of puts things in his hands, but it also kind of leads him towards good, because in the top one, it's like we are masters of our own fate. You know, he could take that anyway, and we're dealing with a child, right? So he's still growing, he's still learning the world. We want to put positive thoughts in his mind, so as he grows up, you know, he might potentially, you know, he'll be on, we'll say, more of the straight and narrow. You want to give him, you want to keep his paths open enough so he has an open mind to grow into his own person, but at the same time, I feel like it's important to instill that positivity into him. So I guess, here we go! Parenting lessons in The Witcher. All right, we're gonna go with number 2.
Your visions are a gift, not a curse. It's up to you to use them for good.
I'll remember that.
All right, there we go. I must find a craftsman who can reassemble Alina's mirror. I told Alvin that his powers are a gift. See? You know what? That's kind of good too, though, because he was like, oh, I want to be like a Witcher. You know, he wants to do good. You kind of get that impression that he wants to do good, and this is something that's positive about him that he can latch onto. Holy crap! Like this body's glowing like crazy here. But yeah, I feel like that's a good thing here for him. So I guess we'll go ahead and follow the little quest marker up on our mini map, and we'll get this mirror put back together so that we can put that spirit to rest. Adam. Did we already talk to Adam? I feel like we already talked to Adam. Actually, are there any other side quests? I feel like we're kind of tackling primary quests right now. Oh, we still haven't touched armor. I should search the crypts, but you know what? It's not even active. Like, let me see. Show all quests. Show active quests only. I'm confused. So if we're only showing active quests, it's active. See, I'm confused here because if I turn off show active quests, I get a bunch of other quests. But if I turn on show active quests, these ones are still active, but yet they don't have a star, but the star indicates that if a quest is active. So does this mean that these ones are still active but they're passive? I think that's what this means. The stars are the quests that you can currently do, and the other active quests are ones where you've kind of hit a dead end and you need to wait until something develops before you can do more with them. I think that's how this goes. The Lady of the Lake promised me a gift. I need to be patient. The Alp contract. 5 Alp fangs for the village chief. I don't think I have an entry about Alps yet. So that's something I want to do. That's something I want to do before we get too far into this chapter. Because I get the feeling that we're probably getting closer to the end of the chapter. I'm not sure. But we've been tackling some of the primary things. So maybe I should stop by... Where is Abigail's hut? I would guess... Is it maybe Murky Waters? All right. I'm going to run over. I want to stop by and talk to... Abigail, because to me, she's probably the most likely person in the area to have knowledge or information, probably like a book on Alps. And then upon receiving that information, then I can maybe complete that one little side quest contract mabob. And then that's really, I think that's kind of the only real secondary quest left to really tackle. So yeah, I will be right back.
Abigail, I need a book.
What do you want?
I just told you, I need a book.
Swamp Monsters. I've already read that. No other books. Well, that is unfortunate. You know, something just occurred to me as I'm running over to the, I'm following the marker, because I was like, maybe someone else in the town might have the book, but I might as well head off in this. Oh, I guess in that direction. Anyways, wait, I'm not going back there, am I? I'm going back. I've got to go back to the lakeside. My bad. Oh, I'm by the village anyway, so I figured I'd stop by here. But then it just occurred to me. I was like, oh man, I killed Dagon. Blah blah blah. But I don't have a trophy from him. Which makes me go, well, did I really kill Dagon? Or is this one of his sort of like, it's like an avatar, like a projection of him, and I managed to defeat that. I think that's probably more likely, you know, being immortal and all that. Interesting. The quest marker tells me to go up to the fields, but then when I arrive, or not the fields, up to the lakeside, once I get to the lakeside, then it's like, oh, no, you gotta go back to Murky Waters. So, evidently it's not telling me...
Year ahead of us.
It's not telling me where to go. It's telling me go look for it yourself. Blacksmith guy. Maybe you can help? I'm not sure.
Tired. Yes?
Can you reassemble a shattered mirror?
Can you reassemble a shattered mirror?
For 100 orens.
What the crap?
Okay, I'll think about it. Okay, I've thought about it.
Deal. Take the pieces. I'll pay you when you're done.
Get to work.
All right, I must remember to come back for the mirror later. Blacksmith's son. Okay, so what am I doing in the meantime? I must remember to come back for the mirror later. I guess we'll go talk to Lady of the Lake. Yeah, I would guess.
A customer.
What are you selling? Any books? No, no books. I didn't think so. I had to be sure. I like this spot. It's a cool looking spot. Like the greenish tone of the water going into the blue. I don't know. I just like the way that looks. Oh, that's right. We never delivered the letter. All right. I'd like to get a letter to Vizima.
I'd like to get a letter to Vizima. Thanks.
Like, we're out of money for voice actors. I got an idea.
I negotiated. I don't even. Why do I even read this stuff out loud? Like, he's just gonna say it. Whatever.
I negotiated a peace between the humans and the Vodyanoi. I also defeated Dagon. Nothing to say again? Care to try? A short magic word. I know you can do it. Come now, before I decide you're a grumpy boob and a dimwit.
Grumpy boob. Dimwit. 'Cause I don't feel the need to talk incessantly. I may not be the most talkative, but a grumpy boob and a dimwit? That's harsh.
Well, you're welcome anyway.
I like that exchange. All right, so I guess we gave him the letter, and I guess we're gonna steal the boat over to talk to the Lady of the Lake. Oh yeah, this area is actually just kind of cool. I mostly see it at night. At night, it's really nice too, with all the little colored dots floating around. Vizima is supposed to be off in that direction, right? But no, that's right. There's an island between here and Vizima. That's that right there. That's where I take the boat to. Okay. So yeah, I don't think I can see Vizima quite off in the distance because there's something in the way. Thanks, island. Wait, where is she? It's a Royal Wyvern over there. But the Lady of the Lake herself is missing? Okay, my guess it's one of those things where it's like, all right, give it to the blacksmith, walk 2 feet away, or leave the screen and come back. So I have a feeling, yeah, I'm just supposed to go talk to the blacksmith again. Like, hey, is it done yet? And he'd be like, yeah, I was done like 2 seconds before you left. It's like, oh, gee, thanks. Because I'm really not sure where else to go. Which is also a pretty big sign that, you know, the chapter's come to a close. Or we've hit the bottleneck. We've completed everything we can. There's just one thing left on the agenda. And I've looked around, and I haven't been able to find the like the Alp book, for instance, or anything like that. So that's probably a side quest that's gonna go incomplete this time. It's not like a major quest. It's basically just it's an MMO style kill quest, right? Go kill these things and bring them back. It's like, all right, cool. You know, it's worth experience and money and stuff, but it's nothing critical. You know, I'll get it on a second playthrough when I replay the game in like 10 years or something. Whatever. Oh look, now the quest marker is pointing towards the blacksmith.
Lean year ahead of us. Yes?
Is my mirror ready?
Like new. Now, 100 orens?
Here.
I must find the Noonwraith, see if the legends about the mirror are true.
All right, I guess that means back to the fields. Back to the fields with us.
Handsome.
Thank you. You know, the sun is going down. I don't think I'm going to make it. Because the Noonwraiths will only come out during the day, right? So my guess is by the time I get to the fields, the sun will have gone down, and it'll be too late. So I think I might actually, like, I could rest at the inn, or, you know, because, you know, that costs money. And I'm not spending like 5 orens for a room when I could just find like a place to set up a fireplace, you know, to basically just, you know, hit my flint and start a fire, and then I could just meditate somewhere out in the wild, closer to my destination. Yeah, I think that's what I'll do instead. Because I got scared, you know, that in that one previous moment, you know, where the wraiths were coming out, and because the time switched from, what is it, night to day in that case, you know, it screwed up the quest, so I'm kind of worried about that happening. So I'm hoping that I can find a fireplace. Now, where would I find? Oh yeah, I don't want to go back to the hermit's place. You know what, we're gonna try to do it. We're gonna try to do it. We're gonna try to make it. I'm willing to bet it's the old mill. No, Jason, it's where the raspberries are. Right, raspberries. That's probably more likely. No, maybe? I don't know. Pick one! Quick! Quick, the sun's going down! Go! Midday Bride, there she is. She is. Stay there. Stay there. Don't run away. I know the sun is basically down. Just stay there. Hi. How are you doing?
Follow the noon wraith. Come with me.
Alina, gaze in the mirror.
Alina?
Take a good look.
It's...
So romantic.
I am Alina. I must hurry. I am to marry soon.
Alina, you're dead.
Why do you say so? I feel wonderful, if a trifle cold.
Strange. It's hot as hell.
I must gather raspberries for my beloved. Why did Alina's soul refuse to leave? I can sense her happiness now that she's thinking about her wedding. She doesn't know she's a ghost.
Maybe Nehelenia's mirror is not enough to break the curse.
I heard a story of a noon wraith who wouldn't wed a Nilfgaardian, but I don't remember how it ended.
A legend, you say? Maybe I should ask those who know folk wisdom. I promised Julian I'd free his beloved.
Geralt, do you love someone?
Me? I don't know. Or I do, but that's none of your business. Oh, crap. I have a feeling this is going to come around to the whole shiny thing again, right? I guess? Okay, I'm torn because I don't feel like I do, but then putting myself in, you know, Geralt's shoes does Geralt. Well, based on the little cutscene painting thing we saw a few parts back that I had to revoice, I feel like Geralt probably does. I'll go with I don't know.
Me? I don't know.
That's sad. You should fall in love.
Thanks, Alvin. Thanks. It's good advice. I should go fall in love. Hey, ghosty lady, how you doing? All right. Actually, you know, I'm looking at the time. I am out of time for today. I guess it was too much to hope that this would bring the end of the quest, but no, it seems that the quest goes on. So I need to go ask around. I need to go speak to some people who would know more about like folk stuff. Maybe we'll be visiting Abigail again. I would think. I don't know. Somebody. Dandelion. We'll go ask around and do all that wonderful stuff next time. So if you liked the video, go ahead and give it a thumbs up. If you did not like it, I'm sorry, but you stayed till the end, so there was something here, right? Maybe, hopefully, yeah. Either way, just leave it a thumbs down. Just go ahead. It's cool. Either way, let me know what you thought in the comment section. And until next time, I would like to ask you all to not talk like me, but to game on.